Hi, Virgo. I wonder if you guys thought I was ever going to show up. You know what's really funny is we're going to do your reading today, and there are so many signs that are going to be so mad that I did this, but it's necessary. It has to happen. Mainly because I know what you guys are feeling, and you need a little bit of hope right now. You guys need to feel a little bit of hope. So that's what I'm here for. Um, this has not been easy energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at January. The energy that we look at with January may have already happened to you, may be happening to you in these last week and a half of January. And then we are going to do a whole new spread of energies for February. Now, February, we have a Mercury retrograde that's happening in Pisces, which is just across from you. It's during Aquarius season, but it's in the sign of Pisces. And actually, it's really actually in Pisces season too, but it starts in Aquarius season on February 16th, and then Pisces season starts on February 18th. So it's only a couple of days in Aquarius season. But so this is affecting all of your relationship stuff in Mercury. The Mercury retrograde is, especially if you're a Virgo rising, but any of your Virgo energy, Virgo moon, Virgo sun, Virgo Venus, even. This is going to affect the relationship aspect. And I think what it's really bringing us, what it's coming down to is like, what the fuck is real already? Sorry, excuse my language, but we're going to get real on this. Like, we're not 2020, we're not playing around anymore in 2020. Relationships have seemed to be very elusive to Virgos in the last couple of years. There's a reason for that. And a lot of it has to do, and maybe you're not the Virgo that it's been elusive for, but the reason why the relationships have been so elusive is you've had to work on yourself. And maybe you had relationships along the way that helped you do that, gave you that momentum and pushed you forward. But there's like this question of, what the hell is going on now? Like, what do I do with this now? And it could be that you are in a serious relationship already, or like a long-term relationship and a serious relationship, and you don't know what to do next. Like, where is this going? What is this doing? Virgos like to plan. We like to know what's going on. And this Mercury retrograde is giving you that chance to assess all of that and allow you to kind of see it in a different way. So Saturn and Pluto conjunction. Oh, oy vey, right? We, our energy trined it. If you have a lot of Virgo energy in your chart, it was trining against that and trining against the Uranus aspect in Taurus. So, before I forget, you can now become a member of the Fearless family on YouTube. Memberships are now available. There are 3 different tiers that you can choose from. You can be a part of the basic tier where you get all of the extended love readings that I do every month. You can be a part of the medium level tier where you get all of the extendeds, and you get access to the lives. I'll be doing 2 lives every month. And that'll be like live readings and, energy updates and just like hanging out and having a good time and answering your questions, only for members, answering questions only for members. This is not for like the general YouTube population. And then, or you can become an exclusive member where you get all of that, access to all of that stuff. Plus you have access to all of the meditations we do every month. There are typically at least 4 meditations. Sometimes we'll do new moon or full moon rituals, but you also get 10% off of everything on my website. That doesn't include the t-shirts and the coffee mugs, but anything on my website, including readings, astrology readings, Reiki healings, and I'm blanking. Workshops, any of that. Anything that you can get in the jewelry, anything you can get on my website, you get 10% off just for being an exclusive member. So there you go. Also, I am doing personal readings. I have some openings, a couple of openings left in January. And then after that, everything is being scheduled in February. If you need a reading with me, I'm going to suggest you either get one of the $30 one question readings, or you get, you get a 30-minute live or recorded reading. I'm already getting some intuitive for January's energy. I'm using the deck, the Light Seers Tarot. It's a new deck that I have by Chris Ann. And it's just the cards are a little big, so my entire hand doesn't wrap around all the way. So it's kind of funny to shuffle them sometimes. But so January is weird. Like, this has been a weird month, and it can be really tough on a sign that is already tough on itself. I feel like this energy really brought to light a lot of the ways that you have felt deceived in the past, or just like your entire reading just fell out. So I feel like this energy brought up all of the ways that you've really felt deceived. Yeah, woo, deceived in the past. And it's almost like you had to allow yourself, like the energy that you had to give to this, you had to really look at the lesson. And the energy that you had to give to this was, am I going to allow myself to continue to believe all of that deception and all of those lies? Like, maybe I feel very deceived by somebody and that made me feel like I wasn't good enough. Like, am I going to allow myself to be deceived by everything that I perceive as negative energy coming at me? Or am I going to allow myself to grow and prosper? And here's the thing, you guys, is the honesty factor that you're giving yourself, you may not completely see yet until we get to February. I feel like the Mercury retrograde in Pisces is going to bring up a lot of stuff for you, that not only in relationships, like in a romantic way, but the way that you relate to other people in all partnerships. So let me show you these cards. We have the Seven of Swords, and it's needed, you guys. Like, please don't shoot the messenger. The Three of Swords and the Page of Swords. So let's just look at the top three cards. Like, that could tell the entire story right there. We don't even need this. This tells you how you felt in January. You felt deceived. You felt let down. You felt like everybody was against you constantly. Like, it was this constant barrage. But that Page of Swords is stopping you. It's like a quick stop, right? It's like, all right, now, is that true? Was everybody, the Two of Swords is down here, you guys, okay? So there's an illusion aspect here. Was everybody really ignoring you? Or did you just feel left out? Did you hermit yourself? I mean, did you hermit yourself to the point of exclusion? Did you cause the Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords? Did you cause your very own pain? Because then down here we have the Two of Swords, which is something you're not seeing. There's something that you are blinding yourself to. We have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So January was about showing you where you were sleeping on yourself. And now, as we come to the end of January, you can open your eyes and you can allow yourself to see the growth. And that the Six of Pentacles is asking you, where are you placing your energies? Are you giving it to people, places, and things that are no longer serving you? Or are you giving it back to your own pentacles, your own seeds that you planted? Are you allowing yourself to grow from the Epiphany moments, the page, all of these Swords moments, this is all Epiphany shit. And some of it hurt. Are you allowing yourself to grow now? Let's clarify. I love these cards. They're so beautifully done. I mean, I'm a sucker for a good artistic tarot deck. Such a sucker for it. Jessalyn, she's a Virgo moon, by the way. She's much more organized than I am, believe it or not. she actually introduced me to these. So let's see what the Seven of Swords is. Because to me, this is you not, you, it's like, this isn't, nobody did this to you. Maybe in your mind, you can say, well, this person broke my heart, or this person broke, that's fine and fantastic. But if you continue to give your energy to the person that broke your heart, if you continue to give that sadness, that anger, that power, right? This is where you have to learn how to love yourself and stop giving the power away. Don't blame it on other. Your pain is yours alone. Yes, someone might have triggered you, but it's up to you to decide whether they have power over your own emotions or whether you do. That Ace of Cups on the Seven of Swords is exactly what I'm trying to say. It's time to love yourself so much that you never let anybody hurt you ever again. And I'm pretty sure I've said that to you before. But that Saturn and Pluto conjunction in Capricorn that was right on our energy, it showed you. It showed you where you were sleeping on yourself. It showed you where you were not loving yourself completely with that Three of Swords. It showed you where you were deceiving your own heart. And maybe you were deceiving your own heart by holding on to a toxic negative energy that was traumatic for you in the past. Maybe that's how that's how you've been deceiving it. And the way for you to get over that and to get past that is to allow yourself to see how it helped you in your evolution and your growth, and to not give it too much attention. Ooh, to not give it to not overextend attention to it. Okay, so we got 2 cards for the Page of Swords. Oh, all right. So we have the Six of Swords on the Three of Swords. And this is what I'm talking about. The Six of Swords is about moving from rough waters into calmer waters just simply by using your mind, because swords are thoughts. Swords are communication and thoughts, right? So it's time for you to remove yourself. Your mind is controlling your emotions and how you feel. And I know that can be really disconcerting sometimes. You're like, oh my God, but my mind is my worst enemy. It doesn't have to be. I actually teach that in my mind, in the mindful manifesting stuff that I have, I teach in the workshops that I do, the self-alignment workshops. Both of the replays are still available if you have not seen them yet. Please do. I'll put you that direction before I put you to a personal reading, because I put everything that I live on a daily basis into those workshops. Everything that I do to live my life is what I teach in those workshops, and they're cheaper than readings too. So that's why I would push you to that. But the Nine of Swords and the Magician on the Page of Swords. I know that there's a lot of anxiety around you. Now is not the time to manifest. January? No. We are not manifesting until the new moon in Aquarius, which is coming up at the end of this week, okay? You can start manifesting, yes, and you can manifest, but you can't manifest in a place of agony like that. You can't manifest if you're not being honest with if you're being brutally honest with yourself. This is not a time for you to manifest. Thank you very much. It is a breakthrough. That Nine of Swords and Magician, this is a huge breakthrough. And creating from a place of anxiety like that, I would never suggest. Please do not do that to yourself. Let's see what this Two of Swords is. Because I think that what you're not seeing, like the clarity that you want to see, but you're not necessarily seeing it, is that you really want to make shit happen right now and you can't do it. And I'm going to look at you and say, listen, guys, making stuff happen right, I feel like you're just going to get yourself discombobulated and then get even more frustrated. So stop it. Please stop. Don't do that to yourself, right? Okay, so the Two of Wands and Two of Swords. And I like this. I like that the Two of Wands came up on the Two of Swords because it says soon. Soon, my love. Soon you will be able to be able to make that choice. You'll be at that fork in the road, but it will be much clearer then. Right now you have a blindfold, but with this Two of Wands, there's a promise. There's a promise that that blindfold is not going to be present. And right now, the energy that you need to give is to the stuff that you've already planted. You already have so many things in the works. Why are you always trying to do new stuff? I am looking at myself as I say this. You have so many things in the works right now, Virgo, that allowing yourself to celebrate, enjoy what you have already accomplished in your life. And if you don't feel like you've accomplished much in your life right now, everybody has wins, no matter how small they are. You have a win every single day. Every single day you have at least one win. And if you can focus on the wins instead of the things that you don't have, and if you can celebrate with your friends, Three of Cups on the Six of Pentacles, if you can give a little bit more of your energy in January to celebrating the good stuff and allowing yourself to see where you have already began creating. Sorry. We sort of had a little illness scare with me recently, so I'm still a little bit under the weather, but it's fine. I'm good. Everything's fine. We're not going to talk about it. I'm good. Let's see what the Seven of Pentacles is, and then we'll look at February's energy. The Seven of Pentacles, yeah, the Page of Cups. And see, that's the thing, you guys. The Page of Cups is that desire, you know. And coming into 2020 with long-term goals and long-term opportunities and the things that you really want to accomplish, that's one thing. But I don't want you to come into 2020 with a lack mentality. And that Page of Cups on the Seven of Pentacles, if it's not growing fast enough for you, could you please chill a little? Because it is coming. And sisters and brothers, you manifest things very, very easily. And this is a huge warning for you. Because you can also manifest the negative. That Nine of Swords with the Magician is a huge warning for you guys. You could easily manifest some negative shit in your life if you continue to think in that anxiety sort of way. So if you're having a hard time quieting your mind, I'm going to tell y'all again, I do weekly meditations to help quiet your mind. Both of the workshops have the replays are available. I teach you how to mindfully manifest so you're not in a state of anxiety when you're trying to manifest things in your life. Sometimes we have to pause and just be patient. We've already done everything that we can, and there's not much more that we can offer and we can do. So we got to take a step back and be like, all right, I'm good. Here I am. Putting my hands up. Okay, I am going to pause this really quick, regroup myself just a minute, and then I'll be right back for the second part for February. All right, guys. Oh, man. I tell you. I can see why so many people are annoyed by our energy, but man, it's such a gift. It's such a gift to see everything from all perspectives. It's such a gift to be so intuitive that you know what somebody's going to do before they even do it. You know what I mean? It's such a gift to see everything 3 steps ahead of everyone. And we've already gone through, within a split second, a Virgo can go through the entire situation and what's wrong with it and how to fix it within a millisecond. And nobody understands that that's how our minds are, and that we make awkward, weird jokes when it comes to grammar, and we say things that, that's why we get along with Aquarians so well, because we are just as awkward as an Aquarius. We say things, and Now, y'all have seen me shuffling these cards, right? Like, I've been shuffling them. We say things that not a lot of people understand because it comes with a lot of depth, you know, and not everybody gets the depth of a Virgo. And it's very few and far between that we allow people into our space to receive that kind of depth, right? So when somebody treats us poorly and we've like given out the effort for it, we shut down, we shut off, and then we're really hard on ourselves. So since y'all are making me wait with all the card shuffling, the first card that came out is the Page of Swords, and we had the Page of Swords in January, and this is for February's energy. So the getting really super honest with yourself. Maybe you need to have a conversation with somebody else. Maybe it's time to have that conversation, or maybe you need to have a conversation with yourself. Maybe that's where the problem is right now. But that Page of Swords energy should tell you quite a bit. And really, if this is getting honest with yourself on the plans that you're making moving forward, I don't want you to wait. This Aquarius new moon that we're having, and then we're going to have a full moon in Leo. During Mercury retrograde. Is that right? Hold on, I got to think. No, we're having a full moon in Leo just before Mercury retrograde starts in February. But the whole, this new moon in Aquarius is like the first new moon that we can really safely manifest from, and know that if we put our all and our joy into it, then we're going to be able to do that. And here's the thing, you guys, is you don't have to fight so hard for what it is that you want to try and manifest. So we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Three of Wands, and then we have the Nine of Wands. You've been through the battle, and now it's time for you to patiently wait for the abundance and the blessing. And you know what's really funny is I say patiently wait for the abundance and the blessing, but you can actually have it right now. And maybe that's the problem. Oh, I just totally had an epiphany for you guys. You feel like something else is going to make you happy. You feel like if there is a part of your life that changes, or this is why you don't have to fight anymore, because really your happiness, okay, your happiness is within yourself. So we have the King of Wands. Interesting, the King of Wands came out in the daily reading today as well. And then we have the World. We'll see. I'm not sure if they want to put a sixth card down here. We'll see really quick. Oh, there it is. I had a feeling. I was being pulled. And then there's the Knight of Wands. Okay. Some of this is trying to decide on whether you want to keep a fire sign in your life, or somebody who has heavy fire in their chart. But the thing is also is it could be that you are learning a lesson. You don't want to have the battle with this fire sign anymore. So the King of Wands, and then the World. Look at that World card. That thing is amazing. And then we have the Knight of Wands. And this is sort of that back and forth energy. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But there's a lot of fire in your February reading. So it feels like your endurance has returned. A lot of times I feel like my endurance kind of shifts when it's Mercury retrograde, but it sort of depends on what house it's actually sitting in for me. And for me, because I'm actually a Libra rising, my Virgo energy is in the 6th house and not my Virgo energy is in the 12th house and the 11th house, not, and so my Pisces energy is actually in my 6th house, not my 7th house, you see? So if you're Virgo rising, the Pisces energy will be in your 7th house, depending on, there's more to that, but general rule, if you're a Virgo rising. To find out whether you're a rising sign or moon sign, you can go to astrocharts.com. You can go to astrodietist.com. There's a lot of ways that you can find that out. Or you can get a chart reading from me, which is on my website. Here's the thing, you guys, is this decision that you want to, like, I feel like you're trying to decide either how to close out a cycle or what to do with the cycle. Let's see. Because it's so interesting that I feel like you're trying to close out a chapter of your life and you're having to get honest with yourself. It's like you want more. Either you want more from this chapter and you want to just close out the old chapter that you had with this person and you want more moving forward, or because you don't want to fight for it. You're like, I just want it to be able to work. I don't want to have to fight for this. Yeah. Oof. This is a beautiful card, though. I hate to say that. Wow. That's tells so much, because it's actually like so much chaos and coming apart. That's the Tower, you guys, on the Page of Swords. I know. It's that lightning bolt moment that you have. It's that aha moment. It could be a conversation. It could be a conversation that ends a cycle that relates to a King of Wands. This King of Wands could also be you if you have a lot of fire in your chart. But the epiphany, right? You know how I said, oh my God, I just had an epiphany moment for us. That is legitimately going to be your Mercury retrograde. It is going to be epiphany after epiphany after epiphany. And this Tower is not even a physical thing for you. You're not losing anything in your life. The only thing that this Tower is doing for you is making you look at yourself. And that's the scariest fucking thing that could happen to a Virgo. Because you have to get honest and real. And you have to get honest and real about how you're being too harsh on other people and too harsh on yourself. How you have to get honest and real about how to love yourself unconditionally. And a Virgo has a very hard time loving themselves unconditionally. But now is the time to do it. And if you can't love yourself unconditionally, how do you expect other people to? If you don't know how to love yourself properly, how do you expect other people to? So this isn't about being in a romantic relationship. This is about being in a relationship with yourself and loving yourself so much that we no longer allow anybody else to hurt us, right? Which was actually the daily message for today. 3 of Wands, and actually it's the daily message for every day of 2020. I want to say that to everybody every single day. Let's see, 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands, yes, this is about waiting for your ships to come in, but it's also telling you that you're ready. You're ready for the next thing in life. You're ready to you're ready to get a promotion. You're ready to be in a relationship. You're ready to, level up the relationship you're currently in. 10 of Swords. And here's the thing is, if you allow yourself to venture in that direction and look off into the future, and if you allow yourself to see your future and you don't like what you see, or you're going to go to the worst possible case scenario. That's what the 10 of Swords is saying. You will go to the worst possible case scenario. It's almost as if you will allow your mind to control you so much that you will literally sabotage yourself. Things have to end. There's so much conclusion that's happening here. And that Mercury retrograde is going to bring it to it's going to make you aware. And it's probably how you relate to other people in romantic relationships or just even regular relationships. Moving on, moving into the theme from January, moving it into February. But that Ten of Swords, to me, the Ten of Swords is going to the worst possible case scenario. It's like somebody telling you that they're going to text you when they get somewhere and they never text you, and you automatically think they're dead in a ditch on the side of the road. That's the Ten of Swords. Don't destroy your dreams before you get a chance to launch them. What is it that was it Yogi Berra that said, that baseball thing. Oh, crap. It just left my mind. Oh my gosh. Totally. That's going to drive me crazy. Somebody's going to have to put that down there. Something about, you can't, something about, oh man, I don't know, something about playing the game. If you don't play the game, like you don't get a chance if you don't play. Anyways, it'll totally mess with my head. Anyways, don't kill your dreams before you get a chance to launch them. Don't say, because what you're doing, you're literally talking yourself out of your own dreams. You're literally talking yourself out of your own gift. And if one of those dreams is being in a healthy, loving relationship with somebody else, and you keep telling yourself that you're not good enough, or you're talking yourself out of it, February is the month that's going to bring that to your attention. Because you may not even realize that you're doing it. Four of Swords on the Nine of Wands. This is exactly what I'm saying, you guys. You don't have to fight for anything anymore. And the more you think that you do have to fight for it, the more that you are fighting yourself. You are literally fighting against your own blessings and yourself at this point. But that Four of Swords on the Nine of Wands is saying rest, rest, rest. You have already been through the battle. And now, the more you allow yourself to rest in the middle of getting the things done that you need to get done, the easier it's going to be able to manifest for you. February is probably going to hit harder than we would like it to. But I feel like if you allow yourself to go into February with a mindset that you can accomplish anything, instead of the mindset of, sorry, my ear is ringing, instead of the mindset that you are defeated, you know, like, let's not go into February with a defeated attitude, because this is not about defeat. This is about growth and evolution. That Tower, this is not defeat. That Nine of Wands is not defeat. The Ten of Swords is not defeat. This is all saying that you've been through the worst of it. And now all you have to do is be honest with yourself. And I've been saying that for months for you guys. And until you can realize that you're the one that's getting in your own way. And here we go. So there might be a new love in your life, a new love interest in your life. There might be somebody new coming into your life who's a fire sign, or somebody who has heavy fire in their chart. And it's like a realization for you. It's like that aha moment, that realization for you of, wow, this is the person that I've been waiting for all this time, and I really don't have to fight anymore. That could be the Tower moment. The Tower moment could be that you actually do meet somebody, like you do meet your match. You know? And allowing that Ace of Cups, it's the Ace of Cups on the King of Wands, and allowing and being vulnerable enough to allow somebody into your space after all of everything that you've been through. Holy hell. I mean, like, did hell freeze over? A Virgo being vulnerable after everything we've been through, did hell freeze over? No. You just got honest with yourself. I know, that's terrible for me to say. We are not cold-hearted people. That's so annoying. Even Virgo Venus are not cold-hearted. In fact, I think that we're more helpful. Oh, I'm going to shut up. Okay. The World. Let's see what the world is. I might be getting a little bit loopy because I've been reading your energy for 40 minutes now. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, I love that message that just came out. Let's get this last one because it's been like pulling teeth to try and like get these cards out for you guys. So let's just get the last one over with and then we'll see what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Well, I like this because, Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right, so on the world, we have the Six of Swords. You know, what I really love about this pairing right here is, like when all, like you can learn the lesson and close out the cycle and ease your own pain and ease your own mind, at any moment. At any moment in time, you can do that. That's what the Six of Swords on the world is telling me. And for you to think that you have to live in a prison of your own mind is a big fat lie. Because when it comes up that when you start to see yourself spiral and get really, really hard on yourself and you're seeing the love come from everybody else, but you can't seem to find the love within yourself, that's when you need to change. Because the chaos of your mind, the death and rebirth card is, or the death card is on the Knight of Wands. The chaos of your own mind is what needs to change. There's absolutely nothing else that is prompting you, that there's like negative, because I mean, I feel like you're getting blessings. I feel like you are independent and abundant all on your own with this Nine of Pentacles. But I think that you just keep getting in your own way. And I mean, come on, you guys. I realize that that is a trait that we like to do. But it doesn't have to be that way. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be so damn hard. All right? And allowing yourself to see things from a different perspective could be like night and day for you. Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Listen, you guys, and the Seven of Pentacles. The money is coming. You know, we talked about in January about focusing on the seeds that you've already planted. You can certainly start manifesting new projects. I mean, like I tell everybody all the time, I have so much stuff that goes on in my brain. I have ideas and innovations and projects that I want to start that I will never have the energy for. Like, I wish that I could just be like in front of a whiteboard some days and write out all of my ideas and let other people take them and do things with them because I feel like it could help the world. Like a think tank, right? Like, I wish I could be the thinker and everybody else could take the ideas. Like, I don't need the fame. I don't need all that. I just want to be able to help the world in other ways. Here's the thing, though, you guys, is you can't accomplish everything. You have to know your own limits. And the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles is saying the abundance is already there. The abundance is already there, and I want you to recognize that as such, that the abundance is already there. There's nothing and nobody that can stop the seeds from growing that you've already planted. But if you're going to sit there, again, we have the Page of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, which we also got in January as a pair. If you're going to sit there and think about all of the things that you would rather have instead of focus on all of the really good stuff that you currently have, manifesting things is going to be a real bitch. Because no matter how much you manifest, you're always going to want more. So there has to be a limit. There has to be a limit to what you're desiring, because desiring is literally telling the universe that you have a sense of lack. It's fine to desire things, But you cannot desire and attach yourself to the expectation of having that and the expectation of that desire making you happy. Because it's not. Nothing in the physical is going to, you know what's going to make you happy? This revelation that the Tower is bringing you. The aha moment. The gift. That's going to make you happy. If you let it. If you let the revelation hit you. All right, my loves. So don't forget to sign up for the membership so you can be added and get all of the really fun perks. Yeah, so, and I'm going to start doing lives like on the membership page as soon as I get enough people on there that are going to be like showing up for it. So it'll be really fun. I love you all. And if you have not signed up for the meditation, or if you did not get it through the pre-order of the workshop in January, check the meditation schedule on my website. Soon those meditations will only be available to the members on the channel. So if you want to be a part of the meditations, there you go. I love you guys so, so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful January and February, and I will see you for February love readings. Bye.